In the soft light of morning across Europe's hidden plains, a vision of wild freedom still lives. Herds of wild horses galloping over grass, their spirits echoing ancient legends. I'm Venant, and welcome to Stories and Documentaries TV. In this journey, we trace the footsteps of Europe's wild equids, their survival, their legends, and the remarkable efforts to bring them back to life. Stay with me to the end, where you'll discover how these living legends shape landscapes, cultures, and hopes for rewilding. And if you love stories from nature's frontier, subscribe, like, and hit the bell to join our global exploration community. Long before domestication, wild horses roamed broadly across the Eurasian steppes and into Europe's grasslands. Within the genus Equus, one species persists as the true wild horse, Przewalski's horse, a species distinct from domestic horses. Though its origins are Central Asia, Przewalski's horses are now being reintroduced into European landscapes as analogues to now extinct European wild horses. Historic records and cave art depict European herds in what is now Spain, France, and the Carpathians, a memory of wild equids that vanished centuries ago. In modern Europe, true wild horses are rare, but rewilding programs are seeking to restore their legacy. Przewalski's horses are stockier and more compact than many domestic breeds. They stand about 122–142 centimeters at the withers, with a dun coat, dark dorsal stripe, upright mane, and no forelock. Their adaptations include strong digestive systems to process tough grasses, resilient hooves for steppe terrain, and a robust build to withstand harsh winters and hot summers. They are also behaviorally adapted. Stallions lead harems, while bachelor males form their own groups. Social structure is key to survival, defense, and breeding. Remarkably, the wild horse's ancestral traits remained intact through captive breeding and reintroduction, enabling them to reclaim wild behavior even after decades in captivity. Wild horses live in harem groups, typically led by a dominant stallion protecting several mares and their offspring. Young males eventually leave and join bachelor groups, waiting for the chance to challenge for a harem. Mares often groom each other, reinforcing social bonds. Communication includes whinnies, snorts, visual postures, and body signals. Foals bond closely with their mothers, learning grazing, avoidance, and social cues. Memory and learning are essential. A foal must blend into the herd quickly for safety. As grazers, wild horses help maintain grassland ecosystems. Their selective feeding opens patches of vegetation, encouraging plant diversity and preventing shrub overgrowth. They roam widely. In rewilding landscapes, their movement helps connect fragmented habitats and circulate nutrients across terrain. Their hooves disturb the soil lightly, aiding seed dispersal and ground aeration. In many rewilding projects, these horses play a keystone role in ecosystem restoration. Breeding occurs once per year, typically in spring. Gestation lasts around 11 months, and mares usually produce a single foal. Foals are often up on their feet within 30 minutes, a vital survival trait. By 1 week, they graze. By a few months, they run with the herd. Mothers are protective and teach vigilance. Predator threats like wolves or human disturbances demand constant alertness. Though threats are fewer in some rewilding zones, nature's lessons remain. Wild horses vanished from Europe centuries ago due to habitat loss, hunting, domestication, and climate shifts. Today, Przewalski's horses are the only true wild horse species surviving, and rewilding Europe with them carries both symbolism and challenge. In the Iberian highlands, herds of Przewalskis are being released into 5,700 hectares to restore ecological processes. The European Rewilding Network supports the integration of these horses into European landscapes to increase biodiversity and reconnect wild systems. Careful genetic management is critical. All living Przewalski's horses descend from a small founding pool. In June 2024, Przewalski's horses returned to the Kazakh steppe after over 200 years' absence. a hopeful sign for large-scale rewilding. Conservationists continue monitoring, using GPS collars, veterinary care, habitat enhancement, and community engagement to secure their future. Here are some intriguing truths. Przewalski's horses have 33 chromosome pairs, while domestic horses have 32. They did not descend from domestic lines. Despite their wild status, they can interbreed with domestic horses and produce fertile offspring, which raises questions for genetic purity in rewilding efforts. Their ancestors may have inspired prehistoric cave art. Those wild horses painted by ancient humans once roamed the same landscapes we now attempt to restore. They carry legends in their hooves, symbols of freedom, resilience, and the wild heart of Europe's plains. From ancient cave walls to modern rewilding landscapes, the wild horse persists not just as a creature of legend, but as a living symbol of nature's return. If this journey moved you, please subscribe, like, share, and comment on which wild creature or region we should explore next. Thank you to all supporters, viewers, and dreamers who believe in wildness restored. Your engagement fuels every story we tell. I am Venant. Goodbye. See you again in the wild beyond.